Thanks for staying with us. So we're still on this matter. So before the break, I asked, what's the role of compromise in marriage? How does the woman know how far or how to go in issue of compromise? BC, you want to take that?
Yeah, so there's something I also realized in the course of having, talking to a lot of women who needed one advice or the other. We all are supposed to have our own personal identities. We are supposed to be whole human beings. Then when we come together, can two work together except they agree? We come with two full heads and pull it together and work well. But the problem I see is that sometimes a lot of women allow their partners to swallow their identity. So they lose themselves. They no longer are, I'm no longer a BC, you are no longer a top air, I'm now an Ugo, so to speak, and I can't even define where BC is or where BC starts and where BC ends. The most healthy thing to do is to have your own person, have your partner understand that this is who I am. I can bend in some ways to accommodate, and you too, come halfway and meet me, let's work at that space. But when we are doing our different things, you should be able to say, this is who she is, this is what we don't have to have the same best food. We don't have to have the same best drink. We don't have to have the same best color. I should have my own and you have your own.
Some people find themselves in that marriage.
Yes, no.
They didn't know more about themselves. So
before they got into the marriage.
When you enter the marriage, you begin to find yourself.
That's where conversation, sorry, Tope, let me just wrap this up. That's where conversation comes in. So because we want to keep this marriage so bad, the society has made it that if you are not married as a woman, you are not successful. The things we're supposed to look at our husbands in the eye and say, this is me, oh. This is how we can do it. We swallow it. Let me keep the marriage. Let me be seen as a good wife. Let me be seen as this. I hope you are ready to keep it till the end of days. Because at some point, you will get tired. So be you.
I use the example of songs.
Speaking to your question, I believe that compromise is healthy. Compromise is essential to your marriage, because you're two different human beings. I grew up in a single unit family. I see my dad comes back from work. Everybody is watching TV in the house. My husband never had a father figure. His father died when he was like 6 months old. The relationship that I have with I have just two. I'm the only child. We are always together. He doesn't have it at all. So we are two different people from two different worldviews, and we are meant to now become one. From the biblical point of view, we are meant to become one. For you to become one, there must be compromise. I will give in terms of the TV I'm watching. You will give in terms of the movies you are watching. The compromise needs to be a healthy compromise. If not, one person is becoming a servant in the relationship, where that person loses him or herself entirely to the other person. So nobody must dominate. We must submit one to another.
But that's not what we see.
But that's not what we see. So I feel that compromise should happen, and women should. Men and women should be sensitive to themselves, so that when they start feeling resentful, because when you compromise for too long, you will start resenting the person that, I have given up onions. I don't even know myself again in this. Who am I in this relationship? When you start being resentful, discuss it and tell your partner that I can't take this anymore. You need to give me something.
Give me small.
Do we think that, because I think that healthy jealousy is very important in marriage. So you can allow a lot of things, but you draw the line on certain things that, no, this is for me alone. It is your wife.
Even God says I am a jealous God.
Yes, now you went out, married your wife.
Paid the bride price.
In this whole world, if there's any woman you can make demands on, is that one person. Because I personally, I've done it a few times. So if my husband does it of me, I don't think I should scream. I don't allow my husband go out in certain kind of dressing. I pick his clothes, I do, to date. So if he's dressing in shorts, I take it away immediately.
Hey, you're a bully, on him.
You can't be wearing shorts. You are wearing shorts. Can I wear mini skirt and gown? All of us, we will cover up.
Honestly, honestly. But this is deliverance for some Muslim women who don't know how to speak up within their marriage, which is very important.
I picked the designer that designs my husband's clothes since I got married to him. And I can tell the designer, what did he draw? What did he not draw? No draw that one.
But you see, let me use myself as an example, because yes, you're right. We all compromise. You know, I had a lifestyle before I got married. I had as I said, my mother would sit me that way and say, "You're getting, take it easy. We can't be baby like this anymore. Take it easy." So yes, I was groomed and prepared. My mindset was prepared. But it was like I am growing. I'm becoming myself. I'm discovering myself every single day. And as you grow in marriage, I am being accepted for who I am. So I have a husband who is seeing me grow, seeing me change, and is accepting my changes. And he likes it, but he's telling me that So why didn't you do this? Why didn't you show this side of you in the beginning? Why didn't I see it?
So maybe if you had been comfortable enough to tell him, these are the things I cannot stand, he would have accepted it.
Because so he was listening to what's this song? This is it DMX or something? And I was like, you know DMX? Like, yeah, of course not. And I'm like, I used to like DMX back then. So the thing that gradually, but the beauty of it is that we grow together. Yes, as a woman, you might compromise, you might drop a few things because of him. But as you grow together, grow such that both of you still accept each other, even as you get revealed.
Let me take it out from that. So maybe he wasn't that person, but he's growing to be more liberal to the kind of person. No, not just because of you. Generally. Just as you are discovering yourself, he's also discovering himself. That's what I want women to
So this woman who sent this message now, how can she and her spouse, who is resentful of the fact that she's looking good, how can they begin to discover themselves and she accepts and he accepts?
He's resentful of the demands he's making. He's not resentful of what she's becoming. That's the way I'm seeing this woman's story. So maybe, because in marriage, as you're growing, you're both growing. Both of you are each other's best interest, number one fan, best interest protector, no matter what.
If one person is not growing,
you understand?
Exactly.
What's the question?
If one person is not growing,
what do we do? Because in this lady,
one person
is a high flyer.
She's
She's successful at work. She's doing so well. She's dressing corporate. She does not feel she's dressing bad. She's feeling that her husband keeps on this corporate dressing.
Question. If your husband is not growing at the pace at which you're growing, I would advise the woman to slow down. Because I've seen a lot of women who don't want to slow down for anybody, even their spouses, because they feel that it's going to... You see, when I say slow down, I mean slow down. Because eventually he will catch up. But a lot of people say, don't slow down, be yourself, but just carry... Don't drag him along. Slow down to wait. Yes, to him, but you still be yourself, but be at his own pace.
If he never catches up, Uncle.
That's how we pray before marriage. That's how we pray we don't make a mistake with our marriage, because your marriage can make or break you. That's why in many cases they say if you marry right, your success ratio increases, both male and female. If a man marries a good woman, the rate of which he would succeed grows. If a woman marries the right man, our success rate would improve. So there's this narrative of me, I love myself, I am my own person. It brings division in marriage. And I like when you said slowing down. Now, as a woman decides to slow down, there must be strategy on how you can help him grow, to catch up.
Yes.
Okay,
so you know why I'm slow down and keep accept it.
You know why I'm saying this?
And it's simple, exposure. The many cases, the men that don't grow is because they're not exposed to the growth people.
Yes,
if you hang around, I was telling myself, I'm hanging around people that are buying land of 10 million naira. That's what I'm saying, land of 10 million naira. If I hang around those that are selling 100 million naira house, bro, that commission is BEMU. So I'm having meetings with people that are selling them, because if I'm around them, I definitely begin to...
Okay, that's
exposure is important.
All the people self have affected me.
We can see that.
Women dancing now.
I'm dancing. Where did you see me dance? Okay, please, may I say, so I have someone in my town that unfortunately got involved with a man who has refused to grow. Now, this man is a businessman. He's always traveling to do business. But his circle, he's from this very archaic mentality of the man is the Lord and there's nothing anybody can do about it. And he has refused to change. They have tried to do therapy, it's not working. They've tried to do counseling, it's not working. He has outrightly refused to change. He's afraid of change, whatever it is. Now, what do I tell that lady? Because from time to time, we have conversations. Of course, I will not tell you what to do, but I would ask you, where do you think you are? Where do you think you're going? This woman, no, let me tell you something. This woman now, she has compromised a lot. She has no identity of her own, and she's constantly bitter. Now, if you had a child like that, what would you advise that child to do?
You see,
because there are people that are actually on the extreme, and I've seen that. There are people who would, by interference and, mingling with each other, they will now start seeing things differently.
This is how I see it. Marriage is for adults, not for children. If you're with somebody in that situation, as a woman who is in that marriage, that man, you would find those opportunities, those learning opportunities that will come. He can't be all bad all through. There will be those spots, those points where he's receptive to receive. Those are the times you take advantage. You study him. I can't study him more than you.
You need to be wise.
You will know when. If you want to keep that, you will know when to throw in a few things.
Now,
there are some men that are what's the word? Unrepentance.
Unpolished.
Those were they as a decision as an adult. You can say, you know what, I want to step aside. I need to live.
But we
are adults here. But if you want to fix it, find opportunities to
there are women who
for
thrive
improvements.
There's
something I want to talk about.
They just ignore you. So
I'm going to save their life.
I'm going to go on a break. When I come back, I want us to talk about the fact that women who love attention. So you're not cheating on your husband. You love him to pieces. You like it. You love him. And you respect him. But you love the attention you get outside. You are pretty, you are yellow, you are fine, you are everything, you are everybody see you, and they see you, as you enter the room, they're like, wow, who is that? You enjoy the attention. And your man is just complaining. How do you reconcile that? Stay with us, we'll be right back.